This is Phil Bischel with North Central Steel out of Minneapolis, Kansas. I'm going to be showing you our new product, which is a 3030. It is a hammer mill that we designed and manufacture here in Minneapolis, Kansas for dairies. It has 3 mills with 3 30-horse motors. Each mill has a 30-horse motor on it. You can run 1, 2, or all 3 mills at the same time, and you can mix, match all your screens. 1/16 inch screen will grind 3 ton per hour per mill, so you would get 9 ton out of all 3 of these if we use 16th inch. On a 3/32 screen, that'll do 515 microns. That'll do 6 ton per hour per mill, so it'll be 18. And if you use an 1/8 inch screen, which is 677 microns, it will do 9 ton per mill per hour, so that'd be 27 ton per hour. We sent in our samples to Kansas State University, and we have an analysis on it, and it's got documentation of all the microns. You can see on the back side of these mills, each mill has a 30-horse electric motor. It's direct drive and it runs 3,600 RPMs. Down here at the front, we have a 1.5 horse motor that runs a horizontal auger that goes underneath all the mills. These motors are warranted for 3 years. On the discharge end of the mills, we have designed a gearless box. It swivels. You can pull it up. You can turn it any direction you want to run this swivel. Very simple application. We also have a mounting bracket up here. We send a turnbuckle with it. You bring a cable down and go around your discharge auger. Most people use either a 15-foot or a 21-foot discharge, 6-inch discharge auger. Our electric panel box, it's very easy accessed this way. You can get into it to work on it if needed to be, or hook up your electrical. We have it designed to where you can turn this into the mills when you are operating the mills. On this, to start a mill up, we have made safety features on this to where if either your horizontal auger or your vertical discharge auger quit for any reason, it will shut down your mills so that they will not continue running and plug up. To start this mill, we will start mill 2, which is this one right here. You turn on your horizontal discharge. You turn on your vertical discharge. And then you turn on mill 2. After you do that, you turn over here to your rock guard box, magnet box here. You open up, make sure your bottom one is closed. Open up your top gate. It will throw the corn down to your bottom gate. Then open your bottom gate slowly until it reads on this digital amp meter in between 28 to 32 amps. Then you lock down your lock nut here. Now I'm going to show you how the mill works and some of the features of it. We designed a magnet box up here with the magnet in it and a rock guard also. Make it easy for you, easy access. Take these knobs off. Door here. We have a rock guard we make for it. And below the rock guard is a magnet. Once again, when you shut a mill down, you cannot have it shut down loaded. So shut your top gate off. You do not need to shut your bottom gate. As long as you have the top gate shut off, let it run for a few seconds, the mill will empty out. You come over here to mill 2, shut it off. You come down here to the horizontal auger, shut it off. You come down here to the vertical auger, shut it off. Also on this mill, we have a feature here for a 6-inch load auger. We got an easy switch here for the control the level of the grain in your hopper up here. You can turn on your load auger over here, which is labeled load auger, and tie the motor into your control panel. It will then turn the auger on and off as needed to be. This does not tie in with the mill, so it will not shut the mills off. All it does is control the load auger. Show you on one of our 30 horsepower mills how the interior works and how to maintenance. First you open this door here. When you take this door off, there's a safety switch up here, door safety switch. If that door is off, that mill will not start under any circumstances. This is called the interior door. Interior door here. Take these 4 nuts off. These nuts need to be snugged down when you go back with it, but they do not need to be tightened with a pair of pliers or vice grips or any of that. This door has an inner plate. This is called inner wear plate. It has an inner wear plate here and one in the back. They are identical, so they can be used either way. These wear plates do not wear out very quick. On this has a dust cover to it. This dust cover, the only reason for it is to keep the dust out of the interior of your hub. This hub is on a tapered hub on the inside there. So to access that and take your hub off to change your hammers over, you can change them one time. To do that, you can use an impact. When you go back with it, you can use an impact just to get your bolts in there. Do not tighten this hub up with an impact. You need to do it with 3/8 ratchet and do it evenly. So we'll take off these 3 silver bolts. They are in there to keep the dust out of there until you get them out. And then we have 3 black bolts you take out of the hub here also and put them where these silver ones were. That'll force that outside hub off. I use this magnet here because I cannot get my hands in this hole here, so I just use this magnet to switch these bolts over. Now that I have rotated the 3 black bolts into the other holes, I will now tighten them up a little bit to bring this hub out. Taken off. It's a very simple procedure. To replace these hammers or to rotate them, we take off this 1/4-inch bolt out of here. Pull 1 pin out, this pin that holds 1 set of hammers. Then you flip them over. You just do 1 set at a time instead of pulling all 3 pins at once. That way the spacers go back the exact same way on all 3 of them. Now, to replace this hub back in there, you have to take your bolts back out. See, this is a tapered hub on the back side. It has 3 holes here that are open. That's where your silver ones go into, just to keep dirt out. When you go to pull the hub off, you take the black ones out, you move over a little ways and push the main hub off this tapered hub. We normally sell an extra hub when we sell a mill, complete hub. That way you can pull this hub off, put a new hub on quickly, and continue grinding without having any downtime. Then you can rebuild this hub at your convenience. It'll take about 15-20 minutes to flip these hammers over. go back together with this. Pull your bolts back out. Black bolts. I also furnish a all thread, 1/4 inch all thread. Makes it a lot easier to put this hub back in. You take this all threaded one of these threaded nuts back here, threaded holes back here in the tapered hub. Then you take your hub, you go through the hole that does not have any threads on it. You stick it through your all thread through that. Get it lined up with your tapered hub. And then you just hit it one time like that to get it in there solid. Take your black bolts. Again, I'll use a magnet because it's easier for me to get to. Put 2 of the black bolts in there. Get them 2 in there. You can take an impact again, like I said, and you can start to tighten it. Do not tighten them down tight. Just get them started. Take your all thread out. Put your 3rd black bolt in. Snug it down just a little bit. Now you have all 3 of them in there and started into the tapered hub. Take your 3 silver bolts. And all they do is they tighten into the main hub, beater hub. Snug them down. At this point in time, you go to a 3/8 ratchet. You go in here and you snug down the black bolts. Each one of them. Keep rotating around. Once you get them snug down, rotate them around. Turn them a couple more turns. When that is done, put your dust cover on. Now we'll move to the screen. This is a 1/16 inch screen in here. To replace the screen here, you loosen the lock nut here. Then you back off the main bolt here and it'll let the screen loosen up. The screen has to fit around the outside of these rings here, these wear plates. This is a screen. On this screen here, at the top it's got a little channel iron here. This is where your tightening bolt goes. And you replace the screen. Take it and put that on the top side. As you can see here, the screen fits on this bottom angle here. Slide it in there. Top side, the same thing. Make sure you get your all thread bolt inside that there channel lock. Set your screen up on your back wear plate. Make sure it's tight against the back of your mill all the way around. Then you come over here, just hold the screen in that position and tighten your tensioning bolt here until it snugs up a little bit to hold it on that there wear plate. This is critical that you have to have this screen up on your wear plate. If it drops down, then you are going to be in trouble when you go to start grinding. Very simple. Shut your front door. Start your nuts. Snug them up just a little bit, finger tight. On these mills you can mix, match the screens. You can put a 1/16 here 30 seconds out there, make it a little different. Get this snugged up. You filled out the bottom here. Make sure your wear plate is on the inside of this screen. You can feel the screen. You do not want to feel the wear plate at all. Once you see that that is right, then go ahead and tighten up your outside bolt there a little bit and set your lock set. Put your exterior door on. Lock down your two latches here. And you're ready for operation. Saying before, you can use a load auger or you can use a high loader. We have made this hopper 10 foot wide at the bottom here. Put foot extensions at the top there so that you can have a 10 foot loader bucket and still hit it. Yeah, you have 2 foot on the ends of it out there. The dimensions on this is 10 foot from front to back of the main frame. Another 5 foot for your hitch. 5 foot wide. This mill has 3 mills. We also make a double that has 2 mills in it. They're centered a little different here, but it's the same dimensions for the hopper and the hitch.